What's up, gamers? Welcome back to my channel. This is take number 8. I'm sorry for the mess in the back. This is going to be the video that I turn in. Okay, let's get started. Modules. Fun to read. After going through all the leadership stuff, I thought that the Machiavelli paper, How Princes Keep Faith, was the most, it stood out to me because a lot of the leadership writings, they talk about all these fantastic traits and what it takes to be a good leader. You need intelligence, you need charisma, you need to be sociable, you need to be able to pull people in, make people follow you, which are all, fine and dandy, but Machiavelli sort of takes a realist spin on it, and he says, yeah, those are great, and you can appear to be those things, but you can't always act in these ways. A few specific examples: can't always keep your word, because if situations change, you need to break promise, you break that promise. Because in politics, it's a game. You have to do whatever it takes to keep your power. You can't always have faith in men because people are sneaky. So you have to be a clever fox. You gotta be able to do what it takes. You gotta watch out for the people trying to steal your position. And you should seem merciful and great so people will respect you as a leader and want to keep you in charge. But if you need to act in ways that aren't merciful, then you have to do that. You can't always be good if you want to be a leader. And this isn't less in the sense of leaderships in a group project or like when you're leading your friends through a train station. That's not as political. In a group project, you don't have to watch out for people trying to kick you out of office or assassinate you. It's more just about the political game of it, so more governmental. Yes, and if Machiavelli is right about political power, which I think he is, I think it's kind of sad, because how can we have righteous leaders if people are so worried about the political game? And I think it is reflected in a lot of American liberal politics, because politicians will say in their commercials or press conferences, like, I'm going to increase Medicare funding, or I'm going to give kids free school lunches. But then they're behind closed doors doing all these things to make deals, to get money for their campaign so they can keep their power and get reelected, which isn't always in the interest of righteous causes. So I think Machiavelli is pretty accurate, which personally it made me kind of sad to think about, because how can we get anything done in regards to social change if our leaders are driven by money and power? But then I thought for another 10 seconds about the issue, and I realized that maintaining power doesn't always contradict with righteous causes, because you look at people like MLK, he was able to create a mass movement based in love and faith and racial rights and integration, and they got those issues achieved through nonviolent means. And Gandhi and Mahatma Gandhi and Nelson Mandela did very similar things. So I was curious as to how did these leaders create change without prioritizing power, when our politicians are constantly playing the game and not always getting things done for the benefit of the people. Yes, and I also, I wondered if it was like their charisma or their sociability, their likability. They're also obviously very intelligent. I feel like it was a few of these traits, like what Nordhaus talked about. But I also, when thinking about the readings in relation to myself, it made me realize I don't have a whole lot of faith in change just from pure leadership. I think MLK is one inspiring leader, but I want to know how we can make more people like him, because they are kind of a once-in-a-lifetime deal. We haven't really seen a lot of people like him in recent years. Yes, and in application to the courses we were taking, I think the Nordhaus traits, intelligence, confidence, charisma, determination, sociability, and integrity, if I can learn how to improve my ability with these traits, or my intelligence, or my confidence, charisma, which I think charisma is a hard one to work on, because that's kind of something you're born with. But I think if I and maybe my classmates can work on those traits, it would be easier to take charge and get things done. Intelligence, come up with ideas, and who knows, make some social change. Be the next MLK. I don't think I will be, but it would be kind of cool. Yes, so that is my analysis on these modules. Thanks. I hope that made sense.